So to start, I'm just going to show my render page. I did try to pull it up on here, but for some reason my secret session isn't working. So I will have to figure that out and record again. Um, I hope the host is working just fine. Okay, so if I start on my vehicle management page, you can see that that matches up with my code. We're going to add a new classification and we're going to do van. So if I add that classification, it hasn't been added yet, so it does come up with a success message, and it will add it up here to my, right here, to my URL, or my nav bar, sorry. And then if I try to add something that's already in the system, it will come up with this classification already exists, and it will not work. Again, with my no validate, it'll do the same thing, which is great. So then if we go back, and also that matches up with my code here for the view, the title, the messages, the errors, and then as well as my HTML. So then if we go to add a new vehicle, you can see that all of my classifications are here, added into my classification bar. So if we just add a couple of things, and then we try to submit it, my client side will stop me. If we do with my no validate, that will stop me as well. And then I do have stickiness accompanied with that so that I don't have to type everything in again. And then just add these images. Add the vehicle. Oh, my client side is telling me that I need to have a classification. And then it does say that it was successfully added. So I did pull up these before adding them, so you could see that they were not added previously. And then I will run them again so that we can see here that we have van added, and and then I will run a new one of those. And we can see that we have our Honda Civic added as well. So that's easy enough right there. Everything works pretty well. And then we can see the here the title, the messages, error messages, and then as well as our form here with all of our field sets. And then here with our class list, that's going to come from our utilities right here in our index. So for my utilities, I did add an invalidation.js. I did think about putting it into my index, but this is a lot of like building like the HTML. So I decided against it and decided to make, excuse me, a validation page for that as well. For all of my add rules and check the data. Then for my inventory routes, I did add everything here. So you can see that we get our URL for the add classification and add vehicle, and then we post to those extensions as well. Here for our inventory models, this is where it checks for that existing class, so it won't let me add sport twice. And this is where all of the code is to add a classification into our SQL, our Postgres SQL. And then we also can add a new vehicle as well. And finally, for our inventory controller, it does deliver our management view as well as our new classification view, our build new classification. Then we have our add classification view, which is going to tell us where to go if something doesn't work, or if something does work successfully. Same with our new vehicle view, and then if it doesn't or does work, where we are going to be directed if that happens.